that is the sound of drugstore makeup. We've got a bunch of new goodies here to try. A lot of it I purchased myself. There's probably maybe 2 things in here that were sent to me. The rest I actually went out and bought and spent millions of dollars at the drugstore because everything just adds up so quick. I don't know how it adds up so quickly, but it does. So I'm just gonna do a get ready with me for like my everyday makeup look, but I'm gonna be using a bunch of new drugstore products. So that's what we're doing today. So first and foremost, I'm gonna start off with primer. This is a mini one that I got from the brand Milani. So this is their Prime Perfection face primer. It's supposed to be hydrating, oil-free. So we are gonna check this out. I actually got this when I placed an order on Milani's website. So it's like this white consistency and it feels kind of thick. Kind of smells like minty almost. Yeah, it has like a minty smell. I don't know how I feel about that. Is that good? Like, I feel like I just rubbed toothpaste on my face. I don't know, that's definitely not what I was expecting. Next, I'm gonna be trying out these new foundation sticks from Neutrogena. They are the HYDROBOOST Hydrating Foundation Stick. So I really love the Neutrogena HYDROBOOST foundation, the regular foundation. It's one of my favorites from the drugstore. So I'm really excited to try out the stick formula. So I have this shade Honey and the shade Cocoa here. I might try to do like a little cream contour with the darker shade, but I'm going to use Honey as my foundation shade. That is the shade that I use in the regular HYDROBOOST foundation. So we're going to try it out. So I'm just taking my Tarte foundation brush, blending this in. And this HYDROBOOST line from Neutrogena, like the main thing with all of that line is that it contains hyaluronic acid. So they have like skincare line as well as like makeup. So it's supposed to be good and hydrating. So there is one layer. If you've ever tried the HYDROBOOST liquid foundation, it's not like supposed to be really full coverage or anything. It's supposed to be more like on the natural, kind of like dewier side. So I would definitely say that it's more like light to medium coverage. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more just like in the cheek area. And I think that should be good. So I'm just gonna add a little bit right here. I think the color match is really, really good. I might have to bring some on my neck, but it blends really, really nicely. I have been testing out the Nude Sticks Tinted Blur Stick recently, and I feel like this definitely gives more coverage than that one does, but this does look very natural and skin-like, which I do like. So next I'm going to take the shade Cocoa, which is this darker shade. I'm going to use it as like a cream contour. So let's just add a little bit to the outside. Now, I'm not really sure of the shade range of this foundation. I'm gonna have to like let you guys know, but I want to say this is one of the darker colors, and I could honestly see this working for me as like a foundation color in the middle of the summer. So we'll see. I don't know. We will see. And I'm actually just gonna use my foundation brush to blend that in. So yeah, it's not adding like a ton of color. It looks very natural, which I like. I'm not doing anything crazy today, so. And as you can see, it's not adding like a ton of color because it's not meant to be like super full coverage, so it's not like super duper pigmented, but it does look really nice. Like it looks very natural and skin-like so far. So moving right along, we're gonna do some concealer, and this is a new one that I saw at Rite Aid, so I picked it up because I love trying new concealers to see how they work with my under eyes. So this is the Rimmel Stay Matte Soft Matte Concealer. So it just looks like this. It claims to be full coverage, and I have it in the shade Warm Ivory. It says this long wear formula conceals and hides dark circles and imperfections whilst with a ST controlling shine for up to 24 hours. Whilst I can't even say that word. That is above me and my vocabulary. Okay, so we're gonna just give this a try. It says full coverage. The applicator is a little bit on the small side, just as a comparison to my face. It's pretty small, but you know, we're gonna give it a chance. Okay. It is kind of nice that it's so small, so you can get right in there without putting concealer on the inside of your eyeball, which I have done that many a time. I'm just gonna try to blend that really quick because I don't know how it really works. So let's see how it blends. Okay. I mean, I don't really feel like I did a whole lot. I don't feel like a lot just happened there. I feel like it made it look wetter. Maybe I need to let it sit for a second. So let me do it on this side and let it sit for a second before I, you know, go in and blend it out. So I'm gonna put it here. Let's blend out the other areas that don't really need as much coverage, but I feel like it just blends out to nothing. It looks very natural, but I think it's because it's not actually doing a whole lot. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's doing anything. So I do have another concealer that I can try in its place. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. So this one is in the shade Cashew. I don't know. They're, again, with the shades, I'm not even sure. But let's try this one. Let's see if we can conceal the under eye. I don't really need a full coverage face, but I want my under eyes to look perfect, and I feel like it's always a struggle. I don't know what's happening here. I just feel like nothing is covering. I guess that's better, but I don't love it. Then I'm just gonna set that with my Ilia powder that I love. I just haven't found a talc-free drugstore loose powder that I enjoy, so I'm just going to set the under eye area with this so it doesn't crease. All right, so I'm not setting the rest of my face because I want to use this Flower cream blush. It's called the Blush Bomb Color Drops for Cheeks. So I actually have used this before. I've only ever used it on like vacation. I've never actually used it like in a video or in like my daily routine. So I really wanted to try this out. So I'm just gonna actually put a little bit on the back of my hand first. And this one is in the shade Cinnamon. So it's like a really nice kind of like bronzy peach shade. So I'm actually just gonna take some on a brush and we're gonna start applying it to the cheeks. And I find this is definitely like the best way to apply like cream products. And you definitely want to make sure not to set your under eye too low, otherwise it can cause issues. Sometimes that is a little bit of a struggle because if you bring your setting powder too low, it can interfere and like pick up when you're trying to apply the blush. So just like applying it right there, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, nothing on it, and just kind of blend along the under eye area so it looks more natural. Because the only other time I've ever really used this product is like directly like on the face without other like foundation underneath it. So I wanted to try this out. Also just putting a little on my nose, and this is just an IT Cosmetics like contour brush. I like to use like a brush that has like kind of like, I don't know if this is like duo fiber or whatever that is, but that it's like less dense at the tip. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna let that sit there. So next for highlight, I've been wanting to try this forever. I've had this in my makeup drawer for like months and I just keep seeing it. I'm like, I need to try this and I need to try it on camera. So this is one of the Revlon Photo Ready Glow Jelly These are like little highlighters, so it comes in a little pot like this, and it just looks like gorgeous. So it's like this kind of like rose gold color. So I'm not really sure how to go ahead and apply this. I might use my finger. Should I use my finger? I just said not to really use your finger, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand first. So let me try it with a brush and see what happens. Oh shit. Oh no, did I ruin it? Did I ruin it? Let's see what happens here. Okay, because that literally looks like a stripe. I'm trying to blend it. I don't love liquid highlighters or like cream highlighters. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. But we have to keep going because I just freaked it up on this side. We have to match so we look equally shitty on both sides. I love a cream blush. Cream highlight, I just don't know if I can get down with it. Like, I just don't know if I can get down with the thickness because I'm not sure if it's for me. I mean, what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. So we do have a backup highlighter option to try. I know I haven't even done my eyes yet, but I just wanted to kind of like finish up the cheeks first. So this is a loose highlighter from Wet n Wild. It is called Hustle and Glow. So you got like a ton of product in here and it looks so gorgeous. Just comes in this like container here. And I am just going to put out my brush and tap it off. Oh wow, that's pretty. That is beautiful. That is something very glowy. Woo! Very like golden and glowy. Wow. Very glowy. Wowie, wowie, wowie. So it's very golden, very glowy. It seems very finely milled. I do have it on top of that Revlon highlighter that I don't like, so I feel like maybe it would look better if I didn't have that underneath, but it is really, really pretty. And I am just applying way too much. I think that I would definitely use this again without that Revlon. But let me just swatch this for you guys on my hand because it is gorgeous. There it is right there. Like, that is so pretty, and it's not like chunky or glittery. It's just very golden and pretty. So I really do like that. So then before I move on, I just want to add a little bit of bronzer to like my temple region because it's just not as dark as how I normally like it. So this is the Milani Silky Matte Suntan Bronzer. So I have tried this before and I do like it. So this is just gonna bronze us a little bit more and kind of set the bronzer because we didn't set that yet. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of that same bronzer and just pop it into the crease of the eye because I have a cream shadow that I want to try out. So I wanted to just kind of get a little crease color in there first. And put some on the lower lash line. So then next is this little Velvet Foil Cream Shadow from ALMAY. And so I saw this in the store and I was like, Velvet Foil Cream Shadow. So it sounded really pretty. And again, I'm going to swatch this for you guys. I swatched this previously and I thought it was gorgeous. So let me just blend it out. Comes out kind of like a thicker mousse. But then when you blend it out and rub it in, just like this really pretty, like champagne-y bronze. So I'm just gonna apply this with my fingers to my lid and see what happens. Okay, so I feel underwhelmed. It's not really, I think maybe it's like too close to my skin tone. I don't know. It's definitely not like foiled looking though. It's pretty, but I feel like it just didn't really do a lot. Maybe it'll be a good eyeshadow base. So I'm going to try this Physicians Formula Butter Eyeshadow Palette. It's called Tropical Days, and it looks really pretty. So I am going to, I guess, just add a little bit more into the crease. I'll take this color right here. It's called Sand Dunes, this like middle tan shade since it didn't work out as planned. And I got somewhere to be later, so I gotta get moving. Then I'm gonna go in with Barefoot in Brazil, which is like this bone color. And I'm just gonna put that right underneath the brow, kind of mix it with that crease color. And I'm just gonna take this color up here. It's called Ready for Rio. It's like this rosy gold shade. And I'm just gonna take out my finger, I think. Okay. So, I don't know, it's like kind of chunky. I'm not having luck with these shimmery products today. Like nothing like comes off on my finger. So let me try with a brush maybe and see if that will work any better. Okay, that did absolutely nothing. I don't know what's happening. Do I need to like scrape it up or something? Okay, let me scrape it up, then try it. I don't know, this is like weird. I guess that helps a little. Not into that at all. I don't love it. I feel like this is not working out for me at all. So let's move on and try to do our eyebrows. I have this new product from NYX. It's called the Fill and Fluff Eyebrow Pomade Pencil. I got it in the shade Ash Brown, and it says amazing fluffing brush. You know, like when you say the word fluffing instead of the word effing, but not the word effing, but like the real F word. That's just what that made me think of. Okay, so this says the boyfriend gene of the eyebrow world has arrived. All-in-one brow pencil features a smooth waxy pomade for shading and a tiny paddle brush for fluffing and blending together an effortless look. So here's the brush. Like it really is like a little baby hairbrush. Very interesting. And then the other end is like this angled style brush. I'm just gonna start at the front. And then we'll brush it up. I don't really get the boyfriend gene comparison. But let's see. I feel like it's always hard for me to do my brows with this like angled style brush. Like I just prefer like a little tiny brush tip, but the little baby hairbrush feels really nice. Like it feels like nice. Like you know how sometimes like a spoolie like kind of is like rough? Like this feels very soft, which is nice. And it gives you a very soft looking brow. So if you're not into like a harsh look, I think you would like this. But it is a little bit, I don't know if it's too soft, we'll see. The color is definitely really good. I love when they offer an ash brown color because that usually works perfectly for me because my hair isn't like super duper dark. Oh, it has dandruff there, so that's cute. My hair isn't really super dark anymore. It's basically like my natural color, which is like this ashy medium brown. So this matches really nicely. But I do really like the brush. The brush is really nice. Like I want to brush my whole body with this. Like it feels so soft. Next, we're going to move on to a new mascara. This was actually recommended to me from a few of you guys. I recently said on my Instagram stories that I am in love with the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill mascara, but I don't want to pay for like a $34 mascara or whatever it is. So I was looking for a dupe and a bunch of you guys recommended this one and the L'Oreal Voluminous Full Definition, but that one I can't find anywhere. I don't know if it's discontinued, but I did find this one. So this one says Extreme Length Mascara, Anti-Breakage Formula for Strong Lashes and Pro Vitamins. And on the back it says, if long is wrong, I don't want to be right. I like that. I like that saying. So here's the packaging. I do like the color, and I'll show you guys the brush. It's a pretty basic looking brush, which I don't mind that. So let me show you it next to the Armani one. Let's compare and see. So this is the Armani sample that I've been going through like crazy. So the brushes definitely aren't the same, but you know, if you guys said it was a dupe, I am putting all my eggs in that basket. So I'm going to curl my lashes first and then apply a few coats. So here is the before and after. My lashes definitely do look good. I don't know if it's as good as the Armani, but maybe that's like in my head. I will say that it's definitely a drier formula, which I like, but when it's pretty dry when I first open it, it makes me wonder how long it's gonna last or if it's gonna dry out super quick because it already is like a drier consistency. But I do feel like my lashes look good. I don't feel like they look clumpy. They definitely look pretty lengthened and volumized. Not as much separation as the Armani, but I think it's because the brush is so different. But I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a few coats on the other side. Now I'm going to move on to the lips. I'm gonna be using this ColourPop Beeper lip liner because I can't find any other like drugstore ones. So I'm just gonna line my lips with this. Then for my lip color today, I'm just going to be using this new gloss from NYX. It's actually called Filler Instinct. So this is supposed to be like a filler like lip plumper for your lips. This one is in the color Brunch Drunk. The color is really pretty just like on its own with lip liner. I think it gives like a nice like little bit of a nude color with a lot of sparkle, which I like. It's definitely starting to feel tingly. I'm not sure what the ingredients are in here. Is there anything that I recognize? Argan oil, cognac root powder, menthol, some other stuff that I don't know what it is, but it definitely feels tingly. Does it look like my lips are getting larger? Larger than life. So I feel like my lips kind of look a little bit plumper. They definitely feel tingly and I like the feeling, but I don't know if they only look bigger just because it's like a gloss with some shimmer in there, but I do like it. It's a little bit sticky, not as sticky as some other ones that I've tried. So last but not least, we're going to top it off with some setting spray. This is a new one that I saw from Rimmel. It's the Stay Matte Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer plus setting spray. So I'm just going to spray away. Definitely smells kind of alcohol-y, which I don't like. I feel like that always makes my eyes like sensitive, so don't love the smell, but maybe it'll make my face set. I don't know what's going on here. I don't love my face right now. So overall, I don't feel like it was a complete and total fail for what I was going for today. I'm not doing anything crazy fancy, but I did need to do my makeup for the day. So we will see how it wears at the end of the day. I'll try to do a check-in when I get home tonight. But overall, I'm a little bit disappointed, but some things did actually end up working. So I can't call it a total bust. All right, so let's take a peek. It has been about 7 hours, so honestly, everything held up really well other than the little bit of glasses marks on my face. I was watching The Bachelorette, and I have to wear glasses when I'm driving, so other than that, everything held up really, really nicely. There's not really too much of settling or creasing, which is good. The one thing I will say though is, I don't know if it was maybe the cream shadow or if it was the mascara, but my eyes have just felt like super irritated ever since I put my makeup on earlier. So I'm not sure what it could be. You could see like it's kind of like a little bit bloodshot. I've put in eye drops too and they're still like kind of like irritated. So I'm not sure. I'll have to play around, but everything else held up really nicely. So I am pleasantly surprised, but something in the eye area is not really working out for me. So that is my check-in. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.